Oh, why you no game?
Blur Evolution.
Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you very much for lending me your time and your ear and listening into another Why You Know Game video about this game, Blur. Now, this game, I think, got definitely, unfortunately, horribly treated. It didn't really. At the time it came out, there were a bunch of other racing games coming out, and it really just did not get the shine that I think it deserves. And I'll give it to Activision. This is actually a very fun game. Like the closest game I could think to playing like that was like this was Extreme G on the N64, where you're racing fast, but you're trying to like shoot and take out people, and you're also trying to defend yourself. That's basically what this is, but you're using like actual cars as opposed to futuristic ones, which was cool. Like, and I enjoyed that. And I'm like, why can't we have more racing games that are off the wall like that? Like, and again, Blur, like, is one of those games that just did not take off very well. Like, but I don't think that ditching the IP, which is basically what they did so far, I don't think ditching the IP was a good idea. I think refining the formula and then going back to it would have been better than just straight up ditching it and completely like dropping the concept. Like, the game itself was meant to be a social game where you were playing and you could, like, you post to your social media from the game. Because I know, because when the demo was first around, I actually did post a couple things on my old Twitter account that I've like only used like twice. But it, like, I think the concept of it and the idea behind it was actually pretty good. What I would have done, like, especially nowadays, take from the Mario Kart 8 formula. Have your races set up where you can do highlight videos, or take it a step further where you could actually upload the whole video, like to YouTube, to Twitch, to Dailymotion, any other fucking video upload service that you want to. I mean, give you the option to, one, just upload it directly to YouTube or Twitch, or give the option directly upload it to YouTube, have Twitch streaming embedded within it, or allow you to have the video downloaded and emailed to you. Like, have it converted to a smaller file. Like, obviously, at that point, you would dock it down to 720p, 30 frames a second. Like, that way, it could be sent to someone as a smaller package, as a compressed package, for it to go to their email, and then they can upload it to whatever video service they want to from there. Or those who are creative will upload it to YouTube, then download the bitch off YouTube, and then upload it somewhere else anyway. That's just a few things that they could do. I personally would love to see it come back with better tracks, more vehicles. Sorry, I need to take a sip of soda here. Throat had dried the hell out. Hell, I'd even take advantage of what Twitter's doing now with the 140-second videos. Like, it's a 2-minute and 20-second video. Like, just say what it is. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But I would take advantage of that. And I would make a deal with Twitter. Like, even though I know Twitter isn't exactly the best social media to use, but I would take advantage of the fact that they're doing that, and have it set up so that the game could automatically do highlight videos that are cut to fit that time frame that you can upload directly to Twitter from the game, as well as having a way for it to continue to, one, note socially what you've done in the game, like any achievements that you've made, or any just anything that you've done that you think is of interest to share. Make a way for it to be easily shared out. There's a lot of social media options out there, and this game was built upon that idea. So I don't want to say squash that idea down. I'd be like, okay, let's do this. Let's spread this out further. Have a way to like shoot screenshots to Instagram and stuff like that. Like all that is viable for this game. Because as far as I'm concerned, from the gameplay perspective, the game was very solid. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was very, very rock solid. Like, there are definitely a few things that could be refined. And I think this game was at 30 frames a second. Like, so, I mean, give it a frame rate boost, obviously. Like there's a lot that can be done with it, is what I'm saying. Like, I would love to keep all of the powers that you currently have, maybe add in a few more that do other things. Like, I don't know if there is one that actually stops all the cars. I think Shock does that. If I remember correctly, Shock slows everybody else down, almost like you popped all their tires or something. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played it, but I'm like one of those people, like, I remember the things that were fun about the game, and I remember all the things that I liked about it. So, from another game, and oddly enough, Disney was the one that kind of put this one out, but Split Second, where you do certain things in the track, and it changes the track on the fly, so you have to now adjust to the new route. That would also be a good thing to do. I'm trying to think. Well, what game has done this recently? I think it was it Forza? Where you have the dummy racer that kind of mimics your behaviors. That'd be another good aspect to drag into this. That way, if you're not online and one of your friends wants to play you, they can play you. Even though they're not playing you live, they can still play you. They could play your profile. So I think that would be interesting enough to do. And incorporate all the craziness that Blur already had in it? Shh. I'm sorry. To me, that sounds like fun. Like, that sounds like so much fun. And then you can share it on social media and share how much fun you're having with other people. Maybe get them interested. Like, see, and I understand what Activision was trying to do with the game, because they wanted the game to be able to self-promote. Cool. That I get. That's probably the biggest reason that they pushed the social media aspect for it. Go for it again. Try it again. Like, now you're at a point where there are so many people sharing shit on social media all the time. I think it's almost a guarantee. It's almost a guarantee that a game like this, another game like Blur, in the same vein, it doesn't have to be named Blur. Hell, it could be named it could be named Fog for all I give a fuck. I just want the gameplay style to come back, and for it to be utilized the way that you guys tried to do in the first place. Now, I don't even know, like, I don't remember whether or not the team that they had for this game is still with Activision. I actually think they let them go, which is, again, stupid move in my book. Like, if a game fails the first attempt, sometimes it's not the team that made it's not their fault. Sometimes it's just that people they don't know about something, or two, it didn't appeal to them. That doesn't mean that it's a bad game. That just meant, hey, the mass public at this point in time didn't latch on to this shit. Sometimes you have to retry something to see if people will fucking just mesh with it. But can't really tell that to these companies. That's the bad thing. You can't really tell that to these companies, because a lot of them aren't willing to try that. Like, I just wish that they would, like, because it's, especially with Blur. Blur is definitely one of those games I think deserves a second chance. It definitely deserves it. If there's any racing game besides F-Zero or Extreme G that I think should definitely come back, it's Blur. Like, I would love to see Blur come back. Like, I've wanted that to come back forever, and I'm like, why has nobody tried picking up this IP and running with it? Well, I think Activision still owns it, but why haven't they tried getting together a team that can do this? There has to be somebody out there. There's got to be someone, whether it be among indie developers or people that are already a part of major established development houses, there has to be somebody out there who would want to make this game. But that's it. I'm done talking. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more of my stuff. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out.